We are live and welcome to Wednesday Night D&D for part 3 of the Sunless Citadel. A couple of things before we get started. Part 2 actually does not exist on YouTube because we had some really bad audio issues. I've got them corrected now, but we had some bad audio issues on the Twitch stream that I should have realized what they were, to be honest, when people started reporting them, but I just didn't figure it out till after the game was over. So there's no part 2 to review, but you didn't miss a whole lot other than a near TPK in session 2. But fortunately, the party just escaped by a hair's breadth from it and managed now to explore their way through the lower part of the Citadel all the way into a room that has an open pit at the end of it, and a door on the other side of the open pit. Solved a puzzle pretty easily, actually, back in the room that was behind that, and they're getting ready to press forward now. One other thing I wanted to mention: a lot of people try to make the claim that they are the world's best DM. I am one of the very few people that can actually prove the claim with this coffee cup right here, which I received from 2 of our players, Lexi and Becca, and a couple of other people on Father's Day. They are totally unbiased in every possible way, and so I guess guys like Matt Mercer will just have to be jealous of my accomplishments here.
Congratulations.
And Chris Perkins, too. Yeah, but anyway, with that, we will get started. You all find yourself still in this chamber. It has a pit at the end of the room. There are all these statues that are all around it, and on the other side of it, there is an open door. We are not joined tonight by Ekron and Greylamere, so they won't be adventuring with Bloki and Glory and Sugarcane. And when we left off, there wasn't really a whole lot happening. You just finished kind of looking around the room, but you're free to look around the room more if you want, take a rest, but there's no immediate threats.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember last time we found some footsteps going from the statue that Bloki's standing in front of towards the pit.
Yeah.
What's going on with those? I don't remember. What did we know about that?
Just that there's some footsteps that seem to begin about right here, and they continue through here, and then they just abruptly stop at the edge of the pit, and it's not really clear exactly what they are, but that's what you see. They're just footprints in the dust.
How big are they? Humanoid, or are they something else?
Yeah, they look fairly small to you.
We already tried messing with the statue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Which statue did you try messing with?
The one by Bloki.
This one, right.
So yeah, you tried to kind of move the statue around, and that didn't really do anything. You can, if you want to, try and make a perception check. Well, no,
okay.
you already did that. Those are tiny humanoid feet that are leading out of it, but that's really about all you make out of it.
Okay. I think I investigated the statue last time. Is that true?
I think you did, and what we determined was it's appropriate for the time when this citadel was built, but otherwise doesn't appear all that unusual to you.
How far is the gap between the open door?
It's about 7 or 8 feet.
Okay.
7 or 8 feet.
Does anyone have rope?
I've got some rope. Yeah, I've got 50 feet of rope. Also, I think with a running start, so long as we don't totally botch it.
You two are both small, though.
That's true. I have very short
My
legs.
athleticism is not good.
Mine's not great either. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. So as you're looking in there, go ahead and make perception checks.
Mm.
Okay.
Sure. You all, as you look down into the pit, you can see there's some rocks and some hand things that you could use for handholds that are sort of embedded into the wall. It would not be difficult for you to climb down and just kind of gingerly make your way around the spikes and then try to climb back up.
All right. That sounds easier.
Best at being athletic in this, because they should go first and then they have the rope so the other people can just climb the rope.
I mean, it seems like we can all just get across by climbing down in there and back up the other side.
Myself.
But I'll go first.
I'm not good at athletics.
I've got pretty good athletics for sure.
Okay. There is no check required. You can
Okay,
can
to make it
without
across?
doing a
Oh,
check.
okay.
Completely.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay, great. Then I will go ahead and
I just started having flashbacks of when we
Yeah,
the first
just general flashbacks of what?
campaign when I immediately I fell and I
Oh,
got
yeah.
to 0 hit points
Yeah.
immediately. It was terrible.
Yeah. All right. So Glory kind of makes her way across, and do you want to try to climb back up out the other side?
yes.
Okay.
Hope there's nothing waiting for me.
So you do manage
Explode.
to work your way up to the other side. All right, do you have a light source right now?
No.
We all have dark vision, don't we?
I have dark vision.
I mean, I have dark vision, but I don't have a light source.
Okay. So you pull yourself on into the room. Now make a perception check now.
Oh, snap. That looks interesting.
I know.
You perceive that it is very interesting.
All right. So you don't notice this, but all of a sudden, from behind you, kind of jumping off of the ceiling and jumping down onto the floor beside you, there's some kind of a creature. And
Oh, snap.
this creature is going to attack you.
Uh-oh.
Makes sense.
Oh, that must be the tiny footsteps. Duh.
Oh, we didn't even
Man.
Okay.
We're sitting here like, oh, man, how did they get across here?
So I'm going to say it beats your armor class. I'm going to guess it did.
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing
Oh,
is
wait, no. What?
Huh?
It's 14?
your armor class
It's
is 14, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh, wait,
and
yeah,
can
14.
you see this attack on here?
I can see it.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so you're going to take 6 plus 3
Yeah.
poison damage. And so that's a total of 9 points, but you're poisoned. And then you're going to make a Constitution saving throw. So you pass your saving throw. So actually, you know what? I think that 3. Yeah, you don't take that 3 then.
Okay, so I can gain.
Right, you only take the 6. You only take the 6.
Oops. Okay, cool.
And we'll go ahead and roll initiative now.
Boy. Oh, I didn't select my guy. Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, you got to select your
Oh.
token.
Good.
Yeah. All right. So, it is going to kind of jump over Glory to kind of the other side right here near the other side of the pit. And it's going to take another swing at her. This time I'm sure it misses. You got a 14, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And that'll be the end of its turn.
All right.
Oh boy. So it's like we don't have any light sources. It's totally dark in here.
That's correct.
Oh my goodness. All right.
But you all have dark vision, so
Right. So it's like dim light.
you can see what's going on over there at least.
Okay. And I'm up, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I pull out full disclosure.
Okay.
And I just wave it into the darkness. I'm like, what the hell was that? I got shot at it.
And that is a hit.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ha.
All right. So this creature just kind of gets knocked back and falls dead to the ground with one shot.
Awesome.
Boom. Headshot.
And we're back out of combat now.
Woo!
So you got a chance to look around the room a little bit more now, and the other two can move across without penalty if you want.
All right. I'll do that.
Touch the statue.
So this room has got these violet marble tiles on the floor and on the walls. Most of them are cracked and broken. They've been here for decades and decades. And there's like this rough-hewn stone that's underneath the tiles. So it's like you're walking on two different layers of floor underneath you. And then there's sconces attached to the wall at each of the corners. One right here, and then one over here. And this one that's down here is burning this greenish type looking fire that just kind of eliminates a part of the room over in this direction. Then really the feature of the room is this sarcophagus that is easily about 9 feet long. It's got all of this elaborate imagery of dragons just put all over it, and it's got these rusting iron clasps that have the lid on it locked down very tightly.
All right, let's open it.
Is it made of stone or metal?
The sarcophagus is made of stone.
Ooh. I'm gonna.
I
inspect
apologize. It's made of marble. It's made of marble.
it. Okay. I'm gonna investigate it. I'm gonna check it out and try to see if I know where it's from or who built it.
Okay.
Religion check. Specifically religion.
Maybe.
That's what you want to make.
Religion?
I'm sorry. Yeah. I assume that's what you're getting ready to do. I should have told you that. Yeah.
Okay. Religion. Oh, boo. I do get double my proficiency bonus since it's...
You can use you could use history as well if you wanted.
Okay. So in that case, it'll be... what did I get? A 6? It would be 7, 8, 9, 10, actually, with my stone cunning.
Okay. Yeah, so you make this out enough to get a general idea about what it is. It's what would be a sarcophagus that would be appropriate for someone of a fairly high station from back in the same period when the Citadel was built. And knowing what you know from previous exploration of the Citadel, you know that this was built kind of in honor of a dragon named Ashardalon, and this would all be appropriate for creatures or humans that worshipped and followed dragons, kind of a dragon cult type thing.
Would I have any idea people that are worshiping a dragon cult what they might put inside of a sarcophagus?
One of their own who died.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Blokey like runs his hands across the sarcophagus and just whispers, Ashardalon.
Yeah, you don't necessarily see the name Ashardalon on this, but it's consistent with everything else you've seen, part of which before has indicated that Ashardalon was once worshipped by the people that lived here.
You said there were like latches, right?
Multiple latches.
Can I try taking some of those off?
Sure, make a strength check.
Hmm.
Oh wait,
That was a save, which I think is the same thing.
sorry.
So you struggle with it a little bit. You're not able to get the first latch that you're working on.
Hmm.
Does it budge at all?
Yes, it does. You sense that this with
Okay,
enough
then
strength
it
you
can
could
be
pull
open.
this thing off.
Okay. Someone else
I don't-
want to try?
I don't know if we should open it yet. What about
Oh.
the weird light? What's going on with
Oh.
that?
I forgot.
Yeah,
Just
so
gonna touch
Sugarcane looks like she's over there looking at it. Make a Arcana roll.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Whatever, it's fine.
The last time you touched a light.
I
Okay.
know. That was terrible.
So
Nobody died.
you recognize this as what's called a continual flame spell, which means that once somebody casts it, it will continue to burn until somebody does a counter spell on it or until the caster makes it go away. And it could literally burn for decades or centuries if no one does anything about it. So it's
Wow.
conceivable this light has been here for a very, very long time.
Is it on a torch or is it just like a light?
It's on a sconce
Oh, okay.
that's embedded into that corner.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's Do you want to keep trying to break open the sarcophagi? Guess.
Because what could possibly go wrong?
I know.
What could possibly
I know.
happen? Yeah. Can I just inspect the rest of the room and make sure there's not like a trap?
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. I'm just looking for anything trappish. Boo.
You don't think you see anything? You don't think you do.
Okay.
Seems safe to me. And I walk over and I'm going to try to help Glory with the latches.
All right. So now somebody can make a strength check with advantage if you're working on it together. I think that's how it works. Let me double check.
I think so too. What's your strength, Lexi?
13.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't matter which one of us does it. I'll let you do it. I'm helping you out.
So I just roll strength and it's just the second
Just
roll,
roll
right?
strength and you take
Or
the
the high
highest
roll.
one.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Oh, so close. You just almost feel like you got one this time. But it just doesn't quite pull off. It's rusty and it's old.
I'm gonna pull out. I pull my pack off. I reach down into the pack and I pull out a crowbar.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wedge it into the latch and just try to like pull.
Okay.
And this should be with advantage too.
Yeah, it is. All right. Pop.
Nice.
One of them pops off and the rust goes flying off into the corner and clangs across the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna hand the crowbar to Glory, and then I'm gonna like start putting my my gear back on.
Okay.
Pop off the rest of them.
Okay.
Now Glory's still just struggling with it. She just can't quite get it even with the crowbar.
Dang it.
How many more are there? Are there 5 more?
Yes.
Try one. You'll
Uh,
get lucky.
What's your strength, Becca?
-1. It's good.
Is it good?
It's bad.
But
what are we
maybe with
talking?
advantage.
To an animal,
7?
but it would really do much.
Hold on. I have thieves' tools. Does that do anything? Probably not.
No, I
If it has
don't
a
think
lock?
that'd really help you. If it was locked, it would, but it's not.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you shoot it?
can I? So I pull out my my smith's tools,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to go after the latches like in a mechanical way, rather than just forcing them open. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to undo their latching mechanism.
Okay. All right. So you can go ahead and check. You can check. I guess it'd be.
It suggests
sleight of hand.
It suggests just doing a raw strength check, but the thing is, with the smith's tools, I have starting at level 2. I have double my proficiency bonus with those.
Okay. I would say you're really doing more of a dex. Well, you are doing more of a strength type thing, I would say here, because you're definitely having to force these tools still to get the screws undone and everything. But you can get the bonuses that would go with those tools.
Okay, it can be dex. That's fine. I'm actually better at that.
Yeah, you take your pick.
Okay. I'll use the Tinker's tools because they do dexterity too. So we'll do that. Here we go.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
So you get a couple more of them popped off. One more and it'll probably come off.
Okay. I'm going to go after the next one.
All right. So yeah.
Natural 20.
So yeah, as you kind of work that one, the others kind of crack, and now they're just real easy to just pull off. So you've got all of the latches off of it now.
Woohoo!
Let's all prepare
I
ourselves.
say go back into this little area right here.
No.
No.
Fine.
Like I'm ready to climb across.
As Blokey like unlatches the mechanism for the last latch holding the sarcophagus, he just like it pops off and he just like takes a step back like this, holding the tinker tools in his hand.
Okay.
Kind of looks at Glory like,
Okay. Let's try and get the top off. I'm sure it's heavy.
You're going to work together, use any tools, just try to lift it by yourself? How do you want to go about it?
say we just lift it.
Okay. Yeah, me and Blokey will lift it.
All right, so somebody make a strength check with advantage.
Let you do it.
You got it? Or okay, okay.
All right, so you slide it up and you kind of push it over, and the marble kind of boom echoes all over the hall as it hits the floor really loudly. You look inside, and what you see is a troll. And it looks like it once was wearing this really refined, almost priestly kind of garb, but most of it's kind of rotted away now. It still has some jewelry on it. It has some rings that have tiny silver dragons on it. Those rings are still sparkling. The body is shrunken and it's kind of elongated. And it looks rubbery and kind of this putrid green color. And it has this long, thick, ropey black hair. And as you stand there kind of looking it over, all of a sudden its eyes flash open and they're beady and black, and it snarls at you. And we're rolling for
No.
Great.
we're rolling for initiative.
What did we expect was gonna happen?
I drop my tools and pull out my gun and I yell, "Fire! We need fire!"
Do you click yourself, Michael?
Why would I do that? That would make sense. Son of a gun. Oh well.
It's not as bad as mine.
That's true.
All right. So right now it is prone inside the sarcophagus.
Oh my god.
You guys have
Okay.
fun with that.
I
Where are you running that
Oh,
way?
you can't run. It's not your turn yet.
you aren't running. All right. I am going to very quickly reach for my short sword and try and make a swing.
All right, you are attacking with advantage because it's prone.
Okay.
All right, and that will be a hit. No, wait.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're with advantage. It is a hit. Sorry.
Okay. Great.
Right, so you do 5 damage to it. So yeah, so Glory just pulls out her sword and just boom straight down into it, into its gut, and it kind of writhes around angrily.
Okay. And then can I spend it's key, right?
You can spend
Or
key
Kai.
points. Yes.
Key, okay. And I actually don't have a place for those. I'll just keep track of them, but in my
Yeah. Let me look here. I'm gonna mess. I'll be
I
messing
can
on your
just keep
character
track
sheet.
of them manually, but
Put
I'm
on
gonna
there
hang up
should
too.
there should be a spot right underneath the flaws on
Yeah.
your character sheet.
Yeah, it is. It's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I just found it just
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yay.
Just kidding. Okay. I'm gonna spend one and do a flurry of blows.
It's 2 attacks, right?
Yes, 2 unarmed strike.
That's a hit.
Whoa.
It's
Nice.
5 more.
And another.
That's a hit.
Awesome.
All right.
Woo!
Way to go.
All right. So yeah. So your sword's stuck in there, and you just kind of boom, boom, hit it twice, and then yank the sword back out of there.
Cool.
All right.
And that's me.
All right. So Dragon Priest is going to stand up, just straight up in the sarcophagus, and it's going to whirl around. It sees Bloki there, and it just leaps down toward Bloki
Ah! Hold the gun up in front of my face.
and slashes at it with his claws.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, that hits.
And so that'll be 5 damage.
Okay.
And we've now reached Bloki's turn.
Oh goodness. So I'm engaged now, right?
Yes, you are.
Shoot. Can't roll really well twice in a row, right? I'm not gonna disengage. I'm just gonna back away. He's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So he slashes at you again with his claws. That's not a multi-attack. It's not supposed to be a multi-attack, so don't worry about
Okay.
that.
That hits.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Oh.
son of a gun.
another 10 points. But,
Mm,
but you can now fire back at him.
okay. I'm not feeling so hot. Okay. Full disclosure.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Ugh.
Well, that's me.
All right, Sugarcane's turn.
Use my new abilities. I'm going to use a bonus action to turn into a panther.
All right.
Oh,
Woohoo!
druid stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to set your other counter over here. So here we go. You're in panther form now.
Okay, cool
Oh.
beans.
Matt, can we say retcon a little bit? Can I just move Blokey like one
Yes.
step over here?
Yeah.
Okay,
Not a problem.
cool.
I'm
Different
going
icon for your
to.
panther mode.
Initiate
Different
panther
icon.
mode.
Anyway, go ahead.
I'm gonna run up to him,
Okay.
bite him.
All right. And that is I'm going to give you advantage on that. And it's going to hit because Glory is kind of on the other side, also posing a threat, and he's been dealing with Blokey up to this point too. So I think that's appropriate. So go ahead. You can go ahead and hit.
Okay, cool beans. 5.
Yeah. All right, so you just kind of grab a hold of his leg. Sugarcane turns into a panther, leaps over there, grabs a hold of his leg, and like rips a chunk out of it. And it just kind of screams and wheels around toward her next. And that gets us to Glory's turn.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go ahead and
Do you have any ranged attacks?
no, I do not. I'm gonna go ahead and just swing with my short sword again.
Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Go
yeah.
Go ahead. You're good.
Okay.
Whoa,
That's a hit with a crit.
crit.
7
Oh, wow.
damage.
Oof.
All right. So you kind of put this gash into his arm from behind, and it turns. Do you want to do any movement or anything like that?
No.
Right. So then it comes back around to the dragon priest's turn, and it looks down at the gash that you just put in its arm, and you can literally see the gash just kind of come back together and heal itself, and he's recovering some hit points.
Oh,
You're kidding.
It's not good. It's not
Oh
good.
my gosh.
And he screams at Glory and lashes out directly at her
Yep.
for 10 points.
Oh no. Are you down?
Yep.
No, no, no. Not like this.
not again. Oh, man.
Tried taking a chunk out of him, but just didn't. Ooh. All right. I'm down. So,
I don't have any healing potions.
do I have to make a death save?
Not yet. No.
Okay. Not till the next time around. Okay.
Right.
I have a couple of ways to heal her.
Okay.
As long as we can get her to 1 hit point, I can heal her.
Okay.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna need to get out.
Well, I believe any kind of healing action but will stabilize her and get her to like raise her hit points up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Okay. So this gets us to Blokey's turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to fire another shot with full disclosure.
Okay.
Please be good. Oh, boo. Boo, boo, boo.
So yeah, it goes low and ricochets off the bottom of the marble beside him.
Gun. Blokey curses the gods. And then I'm just going to I just curse and put the gun to the side real quick, and I reach into my backpack or onto the back of my backpack. I'm going to
Okay.
pull off a torch,
Okay.
and I'm going to hold it up to the flame next to me and see if it lights on fire.
Okay. So yeah, there's enough heat that's being given off by this flame that it kind of lights up.
Whew. Okay. And then I'm just actually that's a lot. I'm going to say that's all I do. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it kind of looks at you. It just kind of its head kind of jerks over back at Beloki, who's got holding this fire up now, and it seems a little concerned about it. And that gets us to Sugarcane's turn.
Regretting turning into a panther because I could have used my fire spell.
It's okay.
You can go back.
Yeah.
Will that cost me an action though?
What is your bonus action? It says you can transform into. Can you transform out of using a bonus action?
I think you can.
I think I'm trying to remember if it said transform into the beast or if it said just to transform.
I'll bet it's just transform, but
You can revert to your normal form earlier by using a bonus action on your turn.
okay.
So yeah.
Do that, I'll revert back into regular sugarcane.
All right.
I will now use produce flame.
Okay.
On. Come on.
Come on, come on. Yes.
That's a hit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nice. Burn. Burn, damn you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Gonna do anything extra? Or...
You still got movement, although you're engaged with it. So, if you move away, it's going to get an attack of opportunity at this point.
I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Death save for Glory.
All right.
Yeah, that's not working out for you there.
All right.
All right. So the dragon priest wheels around on Sugarcane and kind of jumps out of the sarcophagus without getting out of range of her, and he is going to attack Sugarcane.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
So you're going to take seven piercing damage. And you can see, as it's doing that, you can see some of the wounds kind of healing up in its leg that the panther attacked it with earlier.
Okay.
That gets us to Beloki's turn.
Okay. How's he looking after the fire spell?
He is definitely not liking the fire. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I'm gonna take one more shot at him. With my
wait!
gun.
You know what? He does not heal. I'm just checking something out on him. He does not heal because he got hit with that fire attack.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we don't see his wounds like seal up or anything.
No, you don't see his wounds sealing up this time.
Oh, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at him. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll shoot him with the gun. Please be better.
Boom! That's a hit.
Yes. Boom.
All right. So Beloki, he's focused on Sugarcane, and Beloki just hits him square in the back of the head. And Sugarcane can see him as he's facing her, and he kind of jerks up, and then he starts falling down straight in front of Sugarcane. She's got just enough time to jump back as he kind of hits the floor dead.
Whoa!
Woohoo, nice.
Yes.
I
I'm
did
gonna-
not
I'm
think
gonna-
we were
gonna win
so
that.
afraid
I
to
didn't
pick,
think so
like,
either.
immortal.
I'm gonna run over. Blokey runs over and takes the torch and just like and shoves it into his body. Try to set him on fire.
Almost did.
You might not want to do that.
Yeah. No, he's
Why?
he's definitely dead now.
Okay. I don't want him to come to life. Okay, we need to stabilize Glory.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so you get Glory stabilized, and there's again no immediate threats right now that you're dealing with.
Okay. Whew.
I am going to use one of my spell slots
Okay.
to berries.
Hmm.
Okay.
Or do you want to eat all 10 of them? And then I'll give
Well,
you 10
Blokey took a lot too.
5 or
And
6 and 4.
you all also have the option of taking a long rest if you want,
Yeah.
or a short rest and just restore some of your hit points.
Oh, I need to increase my hit dice.
How many do you have, Becca? Sorry.
Or good berries.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Moment. 15. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to take a long rest.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I would want to get out of this room. Safe.
I want to see what that troll has on his spot. We almost died.
All right, I'm back. Did y'all decide what you want to do?
I'm sorry, Becca. How many? Do you have 10 total berries, or?
I have 10 total berries, yes. And they can only be produced a long rest.
Okay. Well, I'll take 5 of them.
Okay. He and I can just... How many hit points do you have?
Blokey reaches out into Sugarcane's hand and just takes 5 of the berries that are left over and shoves them in his mouth. And the juice, he's just like, he's just like running down his beard from the good berries. And he just he just meets your eyes, just gazes right into your eyes, like,
Kind of smack you on the head a little bit.
I regain 5 hit points. Okay,
Right.
long rest.
Sure.
Actually, before we do that, I'm gonna run over and check out the troll and kind of like look over his garb and
Okay.
all the stuff he's carrying.
Okay.
See if he has anything interesting.
He's gonna come back.
I got the torch. I got
Did
it
it
right
once.
Okay.
here. The
Yeah.
torch.
So you see, he actually didn't use it in the combat, but he's got this ornate-looking ceremonial dagger that's worth 125 gold pieces that
Wow.
is hanging on what used to be his robe. And then there's a couple of silver rings worth 15 gold pieces each, and a silver amulet worth 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
That's created the body to this point. Might as well keep on going.
The rings. What do the rings look like?
They're silver rings that have patterns of dragons on them.
Okay, so they don't match the description of the signet rings that we got from
No.
Okay.
No.
Mm.
I'll take the rings and I just kind of like look over at Sugarcane and then like toss them her way. Bing.
So you can also see that it looks like there's something down inside the sarcophagus.
Ooh. Call dibs.
Whatever it is.
All right, so there are multiple spell scrolls that I've typed out in the chat there. There's a command spell scroll. There's 2 cure wounds spell scrolls, an inflict wounds 2nd level spell scroll, and a guiding bolt
Jeez.
2nd level.
Wow.
These are all separate
Yeah.
scrolls that are in there?
Yeah, and you can distribute those around as you like. These are basically for an action. You can cast the spell that's on the scroll one time. Then the scroll's consumed.
I think you have to. There's like a check you have to make though if you don't already know that spell. Can't remember what it is.
I think Lexi's got the player handbook right now, but you can look. You can just look it up yourself if you want, or Michael's probably going to find it here in a minute as well.
The internet knows.
The internet knows all.
It does.
Command do. Do you just get to command any creature of any
Okay,
intelligence?
I'm looking at the SRD on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast the spell without any components. Otherwise, it's unintelligible.
Oh,
So,
snap.
casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time. If the spell is on your class's spell list but of a higher level than you normally cast, you have to make an ability check. So, unless it's on your class's spell list, then you can't use it.
Dang.
But some of those might be on Sugarcane's class's spell list. So.
That's true. Cure wounds definitely would be.
Definitely is. And not guiding bolts. I'm not sure about inflicting wounds, and I don't know what command is, so I don't think it's there.
Again, I'm just using the SRD on roll 20. You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. It has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow your command on its next turn.
Oh,
Actually,
artificers get spells.
mine. Stop it there.
So I could use the cure wounds scroll.
That'd be good.
Yeah, might be like an extra cure if something happens to Sugarcane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you do have to. If you can't cast a 2nd level spell, then you have to succeed in a DC 10-12 using your spellcasting ability.
Okay, that's where the ability check comes in.
Yeah.
I knew there was one somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cure wounds is the only one that I can use. Seems like priest spells.
So basically what it does is it treats it like a one-time cantrip, regardless of whether it's in your spell slot or not. Yeah, I was assuming it worked more like it does in video games, which I probably shouldn't have assumed.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So with that, what next?
We wanted to take a long rest, right?
Yeah. What time is it now in the game world? What do we know? Being down underground?
You don't really have much of an idea because you're underground. You've probably been... It was early in the day when you came in, and you've probably been in here for about 4 or 5 hours now.
Okay.
That's it.
But
We almost died a lot for 4 or 5 hours.
it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell way down here.
Okay. All right. Let's take a long rest.
Agreed.
All right. right.
What's everyone's total HP now, by the way?
Total,
Mm-hmm.
my max is 12 now.
Total. And it's 15.
Only. Wait, why only 12?
It was, what was it? It was 8.
Oh, did you like roll bad?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
You could add
but my
5. You get to
constitution-
add 5, I thought, on your class.
I did. Wait. It must have been
7? Was it 7 before? That's
It must
pretty
have been
low, even
7.
for a level 1. But if you, what's your con modifier?
-1.
And that might explain it. Yeah,
That's why.
I feel like we talked about this last
yeah,
time.
I think we
Okay,
did.
yeah.
Okay.
All
So you manage without incident to rest for about 8 hours and recover all your hit points and spell slots
Okay.
and special abilities.
Fantastic.
While we're resting, Blokey is like sort of off by himself, kind of in the corner. He's just like feverishly working over some lump of leather and cloth, and he's like sewing and doing this, and eventually he comes up and he has a bag, and he takes the bag and he's like looking inside, hearing and opening it. And he like puts something in, and then he takes his gun and he puts it in, and it goes like all the way down inside.
Oh, bag of holding.
And then he pulls it out, and then he takes it and he like puts it over his head for a second, and he pops out. It works. I've crafted a bag of holding.
Happens now.
How funny. All right, I'm gonna meditate.
Okay.
Not that that does much for me,
Just regular old raffles, I guess.
but I'm literally just gonna sit still for the 8 hours.
Okay.
Just gonna be sitting. Makes sense.
All right. So
I'm
what
gonna
next?
sleep.
Oh, you're just gonna sleep. Okay.
Sleep. Dream about the talking trees.
There are no other doors or anywhere out of this room, so we've got to walk back, right?
There's no apparent way to get out of this room other than going back.
All right. Who wants to go first this time?
Oh.
Because it's not going to be you.
I'll take the lead.
Okay. Yeah, so you climb across the pit into the other room. No threats or anything make themselves apparent.
Great.
I'm just gonna continue back to the circular room,
Okay.
and if we run into something, I'm assuming you'll say something.
So you're going to this room right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, nothing happens moving back to the circular room.
Okay.
I'll just follow behind.
Okay.
And as we walk into the circular room, you hear Blokey sort of under his breath, "What the hell happened to that human and dragonborn?"
Nobody knows.
I'm gonna
No
say
one
they
knows.
probably failed on us when they found out how much danger we were in, and then I'm gonna tisk and furrow my brow.
After that whole method incident.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
Were the methods before or after we locked the skeletons in this little room here?
Oh yeah,
Gosh, I forgot they're still in there.
they're in there, just
Remember?
rattling around.
I remember he like broke open the door after we had dealt with the methods, and we all had like no hit points. You were like, "It's fine, it's fine. There's probably something cool in there." Like you look and we see all the skeletons. We close the door.
I was seriously thinking, when we got into trouble with the method and like everyone was dead except me, I almost ran back. That's what I was going to do. I was going to run back, open up the door with the skeletons, and like hide behind it.
Pin them on each other.
Yeah, and hope that the skeletons like in the method like went at it. But then the method ran away. So, yeah.
And we worked for like
I
half.
guess it is somewhere down here though. Then.
Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know.
That it went back
Not
to
good.
its pipe.
I think it just went out this door over here.
Isn't that the only place we can go now?
It looks, yeah, that's the only place we can go. But whatever, it's
yes.
only one now instead of two.
It's either go through the method door or go home.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Although we are level 2, so.
That's true.
Okay, there's nothing for it. I'm going to go into this hallway.
Go follow
Okay.
behind.
All right.
All right. And I can't remember if we listened at this door before, and it's been a while, so I'm going to just kind of listen to see if I hear anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna watch our back, face
Okay.
towards the circular room.
Yeah, so you hear what sounds like kind of this slithery voice, lizardy kind of, and it's just saying like, no, no, no. Just seems a little disturbed about something, but it's very mumbly as well.
Oh, this is all wrong.
Mumbly,
And-
lizardy voice.
And then it just kind of goes, oh. It just groans.
I'm going to lean over to Sugarcane and say, I think Ikran's having a bad time in there.
Oh man, they messed up his order at Subway. Like it's too late.
I ordered the meatball sub. What is this?
Thank you.
I'm going to leave a very nasty Google review. Can you, what do you get? You know what? I'm going to just pop the door open just a little bit and kind of try to sneakily just peer inside.
Okay. All right, so you get the door open a little bit, and you manage to catch sight of a couple of things. You see, first of all, kind of on the walls, there are all of these crudely written out symbols and glyphs. Looks like they're written in some kind of bright green dye. And the chamber seems a little irregularly shaped to you that you're peering into here. You barely make out the edge with your dark vision of the edge of a fire pit that's kind of up toward this part of the room. And then there's this cage, this metallic cage that's right in the center of the room. Has this huge gaping hole in it. And it's completely empty. And then there's a bench over here. It has a green cloth that's draped over it. It's got some different items on it that are resting on it. And then nearby, about right here by the gaping hole in the cage, there is a bedroll. And there's some kind of whimpering that's coming from inside the bedroll. And you can just make out what looks to you like it's probably a kobold that's just kind of rolling around crying like it's having a nightmare or something like that.
Oh. I'm gonna pull out my gun and I'm gonna walk through the door, just like sneak through and just
Okay.
keep it like leveled at it and see if it notices me. And I'm gonna try to walk into like right here.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't notice you or anything. It just keeps laying there, and every once in a while it'll kind of turn over and go, no, no, and then kind of mumble its way back into indecipherable sleep.
I'm gonna turn around because I've been watching the circular room. I'm gonna turn around right as he sneaks in there and just, what are you doing?
and I look. I'm holding the gun. I look through the door and I'm just like,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you can make out even more of the room now.
I got him, man. I got him at gunpoint.
I don't know anything about this creature. How intelligent is?
He seems sad.
So you know a little bit about kobolds. They are sentient. They can communicate in basic language. They're kind of these. They have dragon ancestry, but they're very small and very weak. They're not even like dragonborns.
Oh, okay.
Now that's relatively speaking. They're small and weak.
Well, are they typically dangerous?
They can be hostile. They can be very hostile, but not necessarily always.
Well,
You want to wake it up?
your gun pointed at him, and I.
Lexi, you're just like,
This always goes well.
There's 3 of us. It's fine. Just watch. Make sure we don't get attacked.
Okay.
No, I got it.
what are you doing?
So I am going to just kind of tap his shoulder a little bit and be like, hey, it's okay, buddy.
Hey, little guy. Hey. You're
I don't think a gnome can justify calling anyone
That's
else.
true.
you're having a nightmare, little buddy.
All right. So you come up to him, you kind of poke him a little bit, and he kind of jumps, and he says, "Oh, what?" And then he just kind of looks at you, and he's got these sad eyes, and he seems a little bit weepy. And you can see he has a few scars on his face and on his arms and a few other pieces, like these smaller claw marks that kind of dug into him at some point or another.
Aw.
And I'm like, hey, okay, it was just a bad dream. And then I reach out my hand and I'm like, hey, I'm Sugarcane.
He sits up and he's kind of got this squeaky childlike voice, and he says, No, it's not okay. My clan's dragon, it's gone. Those wretched goblins stole him.
Did he say goblins?
Goblins.
Oh, I thought he said goblins.
They were
I was
like, what is a goblin?
Yeah, right.
Oh no, goblins, we're really screwed now.
No, as a matter of
One of
fact, he
those.
did say goblins, but you know he means goblins.
Okay.
That makes it better.
Oh,
Blokey lowers his gun like an inch. Just like an inch.
I just suddenly turned to Blokey and go like,
I'm gonna say, what goblins?
The goblins that live further down into to the Citadel.
Oh,
At that point, Blokey like turns around and looks over his shoulder at the rest of the room and makes sure that there's no goblins. I don't know what a goblin is.
Yeah, Blokey can't see any goblins.
Okay. Whew.
okay, good. Well, I ask him, like, where's the rest of your clan? Together and go get it from the goblins?
He says they are here, but there's not enough of us, and we're not brave enough to go get the Calstrix back. Calstrix, Calcryx. We're not brave enough to go get him back.
What is that?
Well, me and my friends are brave enough. We can go get it for you.
And
She's
he
gonna
kind of looks and
volunteer.
his eyes get a little bit wider and he says, "Oh, really? Could you?"
And
Aw.
I like look at you guys with like kind of a yes, we will.
Blokey kind of lowers the gun and says, "What's the Calstrix? What does it do?"
The Calstrix is our dragon.
How big is he?
And he says, Calstrix is not a very big dragon. Maybe Meepo's size.
Who's Meepo?
And he looks at you kind of puzzled for a minute, and then he leans back and he points at himself and he says, "I'm Meepo."
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Meepo.
that doesn't seem so bad.
How long would it take to get to the goblins?
He says, "I don't know. I've never been there, but Isriddle will know. Our leader, Isriddle, will know this for sure."
No. Well, do you think you could take us to him?
He says, "Yes, Meepo will take you." And he says, "Come on, come on,
Great,
come
lead
on,"
the way.
and
Kim's
starts
getting like,
heading
"Oh,
this
I get it."
direction.
Okay.
I just kind of lean over to Blokey and be like, have your gun ready.
I know,
Yeah.
everyone stay on their guard.
If I trust
Right.
this.
I trust Meepo. He seems like a cool dude.
If you
But
trust
maybe his-
Meepo so much, I'll let you go in front.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Meepo heads on down this hallway here, and he pauses beside this door here, and he turns around and he holds up his hand and he says, "Don't go in this door. We captured goblins and they're inside."
Okay.
Sounds good. Give him like a thumbs up.
I suddenly like Blokey looks around, he's like, "Wait a minute. Hey, did you see a strange, wispy looking thingy come this way? Maybe yesterday?"
Yeah, probably more like yesterday.
He says, "Yes, the mephit. We kill it."
Oh, okay. Breathe a sigh of relief and kind of lower my gun a little bit more.
Yeah. All right, so
I just
Meepo
don't
just
get
keeps kind of motioning to you. "Come on, follow me down this way." Motioning.
I'll be right back.
All right. And then he comes to this corner here and just keeps motioning at you. "Come on, this way, this way."
Don't go around the corner.
Oh.
And then
Just because you have no faith doesn't mean we don't have to.
at last,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
he,
Well, really hoping they're friendly right now.
Uh-huh.
he leads you into this large chamber that have all these other kobolds in it,
Oh boy.
who they look like guards, and they look like they're a lot more responsible and intelligent than Meepo is.
Do they look more capable physically?
Oh yeah, they're definitely more capable physically than Meepo is. And
I drop
so-
the gun and put my hands up in the air.
So there's this short little throne that sits at the end of the room, and it's basically what it is a bunch of fallen masonry that people have stacked up against an older altar. And there's a few small items on top of the altar, but mostly it just serves as kind of a back for this makeshift throne that's there, that also has a carving of a dragon on it. And in the dragon's jaws, there is this metallic key. Sitting on the throne is a female kobold. And she looks and says at Meepo and says, Meepo, why have you brought these strangers into our hall? And Meepo says, oh, these strangers are good. They're like the ones that came before. They will help us. They will help us get back our dragon. The little one over here promised, and he points at Sugarcane.
Just give them like a friendly greetings.
So Isradil, who is their queen, looks at the three of you and she says, welcome, strangers. She says, is what Meepo tells me true?
I just say, yes, ma'am. We are willing to help your people.
She looks at the kobolds that are beside her and then kind of looks back at you and says, you're willing to go get our dragon from the goblins? Meepo jumps up and down and says, oh, yes, they promised they would. They promised they would.
I sort of raise my hand. It's already raised.
Okay.
I kind of do a finger like this and I say, yes, we'll help with that, but could you tell me about the adventurers you said came through here before?
She says, yes, several of them look just like you. They went off to fight the goblins as well, but we've seen nothing of them in several days.
Do you know how many days?
At least 3 or 4.
How many of them were there?
And she tells you that there were 5 of them, which you recall that being the number of people in the party that the mother of these children had told you about.
Kind of forgot what our goal was.
Our goal is to wander around until we die.
Yep, that's what it feels like. All right.
Just practice every bad idea.
Yeah, that's got to be them. Okay. Was there a wizard with them? Do you know what a wizard is?
Recognize them?
She says, we've heard of them, yes, and it does look like we do think there was a wizard with them.
Yeah, I think that's our guys.
Okay.
All right. Well, it seems like if we're gonna find our people, we have to face the goblins.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know how do we get down there?
She says, we can show you how to get down there. And she says, as a bonus, I'll give you a reward if you're able to bring Calcix back to us.
Oh, that's nice.
What kind of reward?
She says, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. But you'll be rewarded.
And I point behind her and say, what's that key for? Just out of curiosity.
Looking, give him like a...
The key, she says, is it lets you get into a certain area on this map in the Citadel.
We might need it for our rescue of your dragon.
Look at that look.
Point.
All right. She says, give me just a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, she says, if very well, she says, if you rescue the dragon, then you shall have the key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
What's in the room that it unlocks?
It's it's a door that leads into the chamber of the dragon priest. Did you not hear about the dragon priest?
tell us about it.
No.
Wait, I thought we killed.
Nudge the
Never
both
mind.
of you like a don't say.
Don't say anything about that. Don't mention that. We didn't kill anything. We just got here.
He was already dead. We didn't do anything wrong.
I found him that way.
She says, "Yeah, back in the closer to the entrance where you came through, there is a sarcophagus that holds a dragon priest that tried to turn himself into a troll, and he was punished by putting himself into a slumber, where he rests even to this day."
Even to this day,
Yes,
he rests. And I just sort of scan the room.
all of
This very day.
us kobolds recognized this when we came in here, and we stay out of there. It's a forbidden place.
Hmm.
Oh, it
Yeah, we
sure
should
would
probably
be
still-
terrible if anyone went inside.
Yes,
Very, very forbidden.
it would be awful.
On
Okay,
second
good.
thought,
You would
we
face
do
almost certain death.
want this.
Good to know.
See now that would be a very bad place to go.
Hmm.
Truly a horrible,
We would not
awful
want
place to go. You should never, ever go there.
Okay.
I'm certain that the punishment for going inside would be terrible indeed. From you kobolds, right?
The dragon priest's wrath would be poured out on you, she says.
What about the kobolds' wrath?
And her eyes kind of narrow, and she leans up and she looks at you. Why do you ask?
I just kind of step in front of Loki and be like, "Oh, he got hit in the head earlier. He's not quite ready now. I think he got worries. It's just it's not a good day for him. My apologies."
All right, she says, very well. Would you like to go? Would you like us to escort you, or would you like Meepo to escort you to the entrance to the goblins' stronghold?
Do we?
Yes, please.
Do we want to go down there yet?
How many goblins are we talking about?
Oh, it's not down there. It's very, very close by. Oh, there's dozens of them, she says. Dozens.
Of goblins. And Loki holds up his hand, he starts counting. And then counts us. Just kind of looks at Sugarcane and Glory.
I'm gonna say we came down with a couple of other adventurers. We might want to wait on them to encounter these goblins.
Yeah. Have to agree.
Let's get Meepo to show us where the entrance is, and then we'll decide.
Agreed.
All right, so Meepo is now, he's like, his mood has changed 180 degrees. He's all excited. He's jumping up and down, bouncing all over the place. Um, he says, "Follow me. Meepo will show you where to find the goblins."
Yep.
And he jumps back around the corner, back in the direction you came from.
Okay.
Okay, before I step out, I just kind of like say thank you to the queen lady whose name I can't remember.
All right.
I pick up my gun, adjust my goggles, and then follow.
All right. So, yeah, so she looks back at Sugarcane and seems very enamored by her courtly behavior and says, "Why, thank you, little one." And meantime, off down the hallway, you can hear Meepo saying, "Follow, follow," his voice just kind of echoing through. And he heads this way, back into the room with the fire pit, around the fire pit, up to the top of the room, and then he pulls out a key and unlocks this door here. And he says, here, follow Meepo, be quiet. And he starts moving down the hallway, which bends back toward the south, and then heads to the east, and he stops at this door right here. He says, "This is it. You follow this hallway and you get to the area with the goblins."
Is Kalstrick a nice dragon or a not so nice dragon?
Oh, Kalstrick is a wonderful dragon. You'll love him.
Do you think he'll want to attack us since he doesn't know us?
Oh, Meepo says, Kalstrick scratched Meepo a few times. He points at his arms.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that. Do we have any sleeping potions we could give?
Would it be worse if we failed or if we accidentally killed the dragon?
Oh, bad.
I'm gonna whisper that. Not loud enough for Meepo to hear.
If we accidentally kill the dragon, I think we should just leave.
Oh, that'd be so sad.
I know.
I don't know if I could use animal friendship on it. Make him not
I don't think it'll qualify as a dragon. It's got to be a
Yeah, they're pretty
beast.
smart.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, he points at the door. He says, "Go, go, bring back the dragon."
Okay.
give him a hug.
You give him a hug. You don't know where that kobold's been.
Can't be worse than what we've been through. I attacked a corpse earlier.
That's true. Dragon priest.
Okay. Well, do we want to like go any further? Do you guys want to wait for Ekron and Elf Boy Grailamere?
I
kind of do.
I'm just a little afraid.
I mean, we killed the big bad evil priest that tried to turn himself into a troll and succeeded.
That's true.
Maybe we're stronger than we think. I'm too curious. We have to go inside. I want to see what's around the next corner.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna wave goodbye to Meepo.
And he waves back
get to go
and
in?
says,
Will you?
"Bye-bye."
As he walks away, I'm just like, "Aw, what a nice guy."
So, you open the door, and all you see is an empty room that appears to have a door on the other side.
Okay. Let's open that door.
Listen.
We want to
All
listen?
right.
Oh, we could listen. Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
listen.
I mean, it'd just be another empty room.
I'm just thinking, like, if the other adventuring party came this way, maybe we'll run into them first, or some sign of them.
Do we want to like search? Is the room just completely empty?
It appears to be empty, but you haven't looked around.
Well, let's look around.
Can I do a perception check?
Yes.
Great.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you notice there's a lot of rat droppings on the floor. The floor has a lot of crumbled flagstone on it. And actually, you can see some tiny little tracks in the dust.
Okay.
Somebody can also make a survival check if they want to.
Oh, I'm good at that. I'm gonna follow the tracks, inspect them.
Yeah, so these look like they're rat tracks. These tracks that are here, maybe they're a day old. The other thing you see are what look like 4 or 5 human-sized tracks that are moving through the door to the north.
How old do they look?
Those look like they are a few days old, about appropriate for the party that went through ahead of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they obviously went this way. I'm just gonna open the door.
Okay. So the door opens up, and this room on the east side of it has a fountain that has gone dry that's built into the eastern wall. It has this carving over it that looks like a dragon kind of diving down toward a pool, or what apparently used to be a pool there. Still looks very beautiful. And then there is a door in the western wall of the room, as well as a pathway that seems to be leading out to the north, an open hallway. As you're looking around, you can see the same kind of dust and debris and tracks in the floor that you saw in the previous room.
Which
Where
way
do
are
the
those going?
Human...
The human ones continue to go to the north.
Let's follow those.
Okay. So you reach yet another little alcove with another door that goes to the west and hallways continuing on up to the north. Looks like there's tiny little rooms off to the left and right, just up ahead of you.
What does it sound like? Are there any sounds? Can I listen down the hallway?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Perception.
You don't really hear much. You think you might hear a little bit of skittering on the floors, but that's about it.
Be quiet. Too quiet.
Is there any way?
Sorry, Becca. Go ahead.
Does anyone have like a spell or something that we could use to make sure nobody comes up from behind us? Like we set it up along, like.
Oh,
in there.
Like
Or,
alarm?
back here. Yeah.
No, I don't have that spell.
Mm.
I have mending, detect magic, and identify. Um, yeah, and I don't really have anything that I could use to make anything like that. All I have really is some rope.
Mm.
Which way did the tracks go? Are they still here, or did we lose them?
The tracks from here seem to continue on up to the north.
I want to come over here and listen to this door.
To the one that's to the west?
Yeah,
To the west.
the one I'm beside.
Okay, go ahead and make
Sorry.
a perception check. You don't really hear anything through the door.
Okay.
What do you think? Continue following the party, or investigate one of these other rooms?
I think we should continue
I think
following.
when we find the party, we'll find the goblins. So it just depends on.
Okay, let's keep following the trail.
Okay?
Boop, boop, boop.
All right. So you can see kind of clear down to the end of the hall, and you can kind of see there's little cells here, maybe like they were once prison cells or something. But you can definitely hear some things now that are active in the area, because out from under each of these doors
Oh no!
appear these giant rats.
Ugh.
Sugarcane! Rats! Rats! Do something.
Ew.
And they have just rolled for initiative.
Cast friends with rats.
Yep, that's what it's called. Yeah.
And we need to get Sugarcane's initiative.
Yeah, sorry.
There we go. All right.
Ooh.
So
Better than
Sugarcane
mine.
is going to go first here.
All right. Oh crud! I can only cast animal friendship on one of them, can't I? Okay. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I am going to do animal friendship on this guy right here.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. And so it's going to make a wisdom saving throw, which fails. And so you've got control of this rat. Or the rat is charmed by you.
Mm-hmm.
When I cast this spell, when I cast the spell using spell slots of second level or higher,
I don't think you
that
can
apply?
cast. I don't think you can cast second spell right now. I don't think you can cast second level right now. I think you can only cast first level spells. Even though you're
Yeah, I don't
second
think-
level character, you can't cast second level spells until you've advanced further.
Yeah, I think third level you get your first second
Yeah.
level spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can still affect that one though.
I'm just going to kind of try to communicate to him that we are. We just want to move along. So if you could tell your friends to not hurt us, that'd be great, because we don't want to have to hurt you.
All right. So it's. I guess you can actually talk to it as well because you've got as a gnome, you actually can. You've got the ability to speak to I don't remember what the ability is, but I think you've got that, don't you?
Oh, that's awesome.
Believe so.
That's great.
Yeah, I think I can talk. I can talk to certain. I think speak with small beasts. So yeah.
What? That is so
Through
cool.
sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas. All right. So the rat gets the idea that you don't mean it any harm, and it kind of chitters back at you to the effect of, "I don't think my friends will listen to me, but I will stay out of your way." And it kind of moves back into the darkness to the side.
That's nice.
All right, nice.
And you did use your action for that, but you've got some movement you can use now.
Trying to decide whether I want to turn into a beast right now for this fight. Just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Then it is Boloki's turn now.
Okay. What did that look like to me? The interaction with the rats.
It looked like Sugarcane kind of getting down on the floor a little bit and creating little paws for herself like this, and making these little skittery, chittery kind of sounds at the rat, which kind of made those sounds back, and then moved into the room beside, to the side.
Okay. And the other rats didn't react to that at all?
The rats both kind of looked at them for a second, and then they're looking back at you like, "We don't care you're in our home. We're going to kill you, no matter what the other one did."
Okay. I just sort of like, oh, well, that didn't work very well, and I'm going to take a shot
Okay.
at the first one.
Okay. So that is a hit.
Sammy, stop.
Is that hit?
Yeah, that's a hit. I'm sorry, I said that. Maybe
Oh.
you didn't hear.
Oh, no. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't hear. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, so you just managed to turn it into a collection of fur and viscera on the floor.
Oh.
That's better.
You got movement still, and free actions.
I will stay where I am.
Okay. So now this other one is going to kind of come bounding down the hallway, 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah. And it's going to engage with Boloki and try to take a chunk out of his leg.
That'll hit.
Yep.
That's a lot.
It's rabid. It's rabid. I know it is. It's gonna get infected.
And that gets us to Glory's turn.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move up right beside this one.
Okay.
Cross in front of... There it is. Okay. And I'm going to pull out my short sword and try and take a slash at it.
Right. You're going to have advantage.
Great.
And that hits. And yeah, so you just whack it in two and it falls dead onto the ground.
Great.
And that takes us back out of combat again.
Do we want to keep moving? Do we want to just stop here?
Blokey takes a few moments to inspect his wound.
Yeah.
Oh, it's infected.
It's
I know
a
it is.
rat bite on his leg.
I survived it earlier. You'll be fine.
I hate rats. Oh, God. All right. Let's stomp onwards.
All right, just so you're going forward?
Yeah.
All right.
And as we pass by the cell, I look in at the rat and I'm like,
All right, so...
I see you.
Like, kind of looking at him suspiciously like, you're not going to attack me here, are you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in this room, what immediately is apparent to you is that there are two trap doors that someone could easily fall into a pit underneath them. But somebody has used iron spikes to kind of prop them up so that you can walk across them without any trouble. And across the room, you see another one of these dry fountains with a dragon over it, much like you saw in the room that's back behind you. The other thing about this room is you're starting to pick up some kind of rotten stench that's coming through it.
Oh no, the dragon is dead. He's dead.
Could be the adventurers.
That'd be worse.
Mm-hmm. Could be a big pile of rat poop.
It's true. It could just be you're at you turned into a smoothie.
The fountain is completely dry?
Yes, it is.
Don't want to.
It is completely dry. Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm
pretty
going to kind
closely?
of inspect it and
Right.
look in the bottom, see if there's anything in the bottom.
Yeah, so anybody that wants to look at it can make a wisdom perception check. Yeah, nobody really is able to make a whole lot out from looking at it.
Wow,
That was a wisdom save, but yeah, that's a great roll.
gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody really can tell a whole lot about it.
Looks like a dusty old fountain.
I want to climb on the dragon.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, so Sugarcane climbs up on the dragon, kind of looks around, and nothing in particular interesting happens. Looks like very fine craftsmanship close up, but that's about it.
I'm down.
Next door?
So we want to listen into the door.
Yeah, let's listen.
Okay. You can go ahead and make perception checks. Yeah, nobody can really tell a whole lot about what's on the other side of this door. But one thing you do notice for sure is that the stench that you were kind of picking up when you got to the entrance to the room, it's really bad around this door.
Dinky door.
Ooh.
Okay.
Maybe there's just a lot of goblins in there and they all smell terrible.
That's a possibility.
Kobolds are known for their hygiene. It's true.
It could be undead. It could be the rotting corpses of the adventuring party. It could be... I could sit here all day and imagine all sorts of terrible things.
Oh, do we want to just open it?
Uh-huh. Let's open it.
All right. So you open up the door, and what you
Gulp.
see are 4 more of these giant rats.
Ah! And Loki just throws his hands up in the air. It had to be rats again.
One of which looks particularly
Why?
bigger and badder than the others.
Oh, there's a big one in there, and he just sort of stomps around. Oh, God.
All right. And we're off again.
AFK.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move into the room
Okay.
and take a hit at the one in the very top right corner
Okay.
with my sword.
And that's a hit. For 3 damage.
Okay. Then I'm gonna spend a point to do 2 more.
2 more attacks. Key point. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a miss.
Okay.
That's definitely a hit. Oh! Well, you've damaged it really badly, but not quite enough to kill it.
Good. Okay. Great.
All right, so the big rat is going to run over and it's going to attack Glory. Looks like 4 points of piercing damage with its bite attack. And then the this rat, from its vantage point, is also going to attack Glory for another 5 points of piercing damage. This one is going to go bounding through the door and land over by Sugarcane and attack Sugarcane. Looks like it's a miss. What's your armor class? It's 10, right? Oh, it does hit. Is Sugarcane's armor class 10?
Can you all hear her?
I can't hear you.
Yes. Can you guys?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I think you've got. Sometimes we can hear you, sometimes we can't.
Oh, that's weird.
So your armor class is 10, so you do take 3 damage, right?
Might just be them. Yes.
Okay.
I do.
And this last one will jump over and it will attack Bloki. Another 3 damage if it beats your AC. I think that probably does.
It doesn't. I have 16.
Ooh, okay.
AC. Whew.
It misses. And that gets us to Bloki's turn.
Oh, bother. On the other side of this door. Can I hit that one there through the door, or is that not possible?
Yeah, I mean, it's the one that just attacked you, so yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I will pull out my hand axe, and I'm going to take a swipe at it.
Okay. That's a hit.
Yes.
All right. Bloki does 4 points of damage to the rat. Anything else you want to do for your turn?
Nope, can't do anything else and don't want to move, so I'm good.
All right. So that gets us to Sugarcane's turn.
Okay, I am going to use a bonus action to turn into. Let me see which would be better in this situation. To a panther.
Okay. There we go.
Just gonna run up to this guy right here and just try to take a bite out of him.
All right. So that is a hit.
Chomp, chomp.
Oh, you almost take this one out too, but not quite.
Oh, dang.
Good.
And that gets us to Glory's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take my short sword and swing at the top one that
Okay.
I had been
Okay.
working at.
Okay. That's a hit. Yeah, you don't even have to bother. That takes it out.
Yay.
Okay. And I'm gonna spend my other point. Lord. Okay. I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna use flurry of blows
Okay.
and try and hit the one by Sugarcane.
Okay.
Which he
Okay. That's a hit. Again, you don't have to roll for damage.
I didn't think so.
Okay,
Okay.
so you've got yet another one now.
Okay.
Do those have to go against the same target?
No, I don't think so.
I am not sure.
Well, come on.
Are you trying to look it up? Or did you already roll that other attack? You haven't rolled it yet.
I rolled it. No.
All right, go ahead and roll it against the other one. We'll keep going. The one that's
Okay.
to
I'll
yours.
I'll roll it against the bottom.
Yeah.
Or wait, is that one right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say it has to be against the same target.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Another hit.
Great.
Ooh, nice.
And that one's out.
Whoa. Just leveling those rats.
Whew.
So Glory takes out 3 of them. Of course, they've all been kind of worn down a little bit earlier, but yeah.
Oh, thanks.
All right. So next, the big one that's right behind Glory right there is going to lash out at her
Yeah.
for 3 more piercing damage.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
That takes me down.
Down again.
Takes another one for the
Worth
team.
it.
They call her Glassjaw Glory.
All right. And it kind of looks up after the Glory goes down and looks up at Beloki and Sugarcane, but it doesn't move yet. It's just kind of looking at you. And that gets us to Beloki's turn.
Well, this can't stand. I'm going to shoot at it.
Okay. That's a hit.
Okay. Boom. Oh.
Does a lot of damage to it, but this is a big one. This one isn't going to go down quite as easy.
Shoot. Okay. Start reloading my weapon, and that's my turn.
All right. Sugarcane the Panther's turn.
Okay, I am going to. Wait 1 second. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just gonna leap at it and try to bite it.
Okay.
And as Sugarcane runs through the door, Blokey slaps the cat on the behind and says, "Get in there, kitten!"
That's a hit.
Alright, awesome.
All right. So you kind of throw it off balance and it falls back, and it's definitely off guard and surprised. It's not expecting this kind of defeat to be coming at it, but sure enough, it is. And now
Yeah.
Glory's got a death save again, and Glory fails it.
6. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Sugarcane's probably about right here. So Gut Hash the kind of reels back around towards Sugarcane and lashes out at her with its claws, doing 5 piercing damage to Sugarcane.
Does she have to do the Constitution save too?
And let's see here. Yes, she does. You pass it.
Nice.
So you have no disease. And
Seized giant rat.
Blokey's turn now.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at it again.
I'll give you advantage because it's turned away from you, focused on the Sugarcane.
Okay, cool. Boom.
That's a hit.
Need it.
Dink.
And oh yeah, just enough.
Yes.
It kind of is up on its hind legs, and then you hit it, and it just kind of falls backward back against the wall there. And we are out of combat again. So looking around in this room, now that you've got a chance to look around, you can see a couple of goblin corpses that are laying there, a kobold corpse, and then you also see a human male that's right here.
Human.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go stabilize Glory.
Okay.
Shift back into regular Sugarcane
Okay.
and examine the body.
Okay. Looks like a male ranger, roughly fitting the description of one of the party members that was given to you by the mother of the two party members
But not the sun.
early in the adventure.
Not her son, though.
Not
No,
her son.
They were the son, I think, was a fighter, and the daughter was a wizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Phew.
yeah, almost
Okay,
almost
I wanna
blew
get
the whole mission there.
Oh man.
And Blokey's just standing over Glory. There, Glassjaw. You'll get him next time.
Got him this time.
All right, it's a little after 10:30 Central, so we're going to have to call it a night now. So let me do some quick math here.
Man, that was a really productive session.
That was
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Especially for just 3 of us.
Yeah.
366 XP apiece tonight.
Whoa.
Which should put you well on your way. Let's see here. Yeah, to level 3.
360.
So I don't have your total up to tonight, but it's on a post. But all right, going to shut off the stream. Don't think we got any viewers right now, but anybody that's watching on YouTube in the future, thanks for being with us. And good night.